Hello and welcome to another episode of Blackboard Wednesday. I'm your host, Jonah. This is where we cover music theory, music ideas, concepts, and other music tutorials. Last week we covered basic note values, quarter notes, half notes, whole notes, and today we're going to do the counterpart of that and we're going to study rests. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so what is a rest? Well, the most basic way to say this is a rest. Instead of playing a note, you don't play anything, so it's just silent. You're resting off of the measure. So, in this case, we're clapping. So, in the first example, I used some quarter notes for a quarter rest. It's going to be the same as a quarter note in 4/4 time. So, a quarter rest is just going to be a rest for one beat. So, if we were to clap in this case, I'm going to snap. We're going to snap on the first beat, rest on the second, snap on the third, and rest on the fourth. So it'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the basic idea behind rests. There's different values of rest. There's also 16th rest, 32nd rest, 8th rest. But the most common ones are going to be quarter, half, which is going to be just like a half note, except it's a rest. You're going to rest for 2 beats. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a whole rest, which is a rest for 4 beats. So you wouldn't play anything for the full measure if it's in 4/4 in this case. So we would just count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move on to the next measure. It's important to count those in your head, especially when you're playing with other people, because you want to keep that rhythm and that time, or else you'll lose track of where you are in the music. So, they don't seem that important, but you still got to keep that time and count in your head, or else you'll lose your place, especially if you're playing with other people. So that's the basic idea behind rests. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. I post tutorials every Wednesday. And I hope you found this episode helpful, and I'll see you next week.